welcome to my channel, 13 Moons Oracle. Today we're going to be doing day 7 of cosmic activations, and this is Lightworkers calling. What is your soul calling you to do that you might be ignoring? And I have already prayed over the space, consecrated the space. And let's begin. Okay, let's see. What is your soul calling you, the collective, to do that they may be ignoring? Okay, so this is different. Collect, right? So 5th ray, intellectual knowledge, 3rd ray of creative intelligence, 6th ray of devotion, and family of light. So right now the collective I'm talking to is being flooded with creative ideas, juices, passion, and you're really, you're either an intellectual, intuitive, so someone who is able to bridge the gap between the empathic abilities and actually word what you're seeing in your intuitive sight, or you've developed that channel. So sometimes when you develop your first clairvoyant channel, you can start to develop them all. So this is a collective I'm talking to. You've really just gotten honed in on your balance of bringing creative projects to life, or you are experiencing a lot of aggression, irritability, trapped emotion, and that is because you're not bringing your creative intelligence into this call. You're not bringing any of those creative ideas that are flooding through you. Okay, so follow your heart came out. Family of light. Yeah, you're highly, highly connected to the spiritual realms. Your spiritual royalty, or you would be high-ranking spiritual wisdom keeper, Akashic records keeper. Some of us are justice keepers. Come down here to balance out karma for people, help free souls. So the collective I'm talking to, this is you. Oh my gosh, so much energy coming through. So many cards. All right, one pile at a time. This one is follow your heart, which I'm gonna pull that out first because I feel like it pertains to this right now. When you have trapped energy, when you have excess irritability, lower vibrational energies can come in and start to pull your thinking down, pull your manifestation abilities down, get you really attached into scrolling, really attached into social media, really attached in comparison, no detachment at all. So make sure if you are in those vibrations that you go back to your heart. What is the plan? The map's inside of you, the codes are inside of you. You might want to go back to day 6 and see, because we talked a bit about that in there. But this is day 7 of the Lionsgate Portal Cosmic Activations. And right now you are really being called to lean into your devotion, to lean into that frequency and call in the help that you need. If you don't know how to merge your creative ideas into the physical, ask for that. Ask for help there. Connect to your heart. There's been a lot of high heart chakra activations right now as well, so that you could be going through that right now, but that's St. Francis. You might like the prayer of St. Francis. You might be called to that. I used to know it off by heart, but I don't feel like I know it now. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, let me sow pardon. Where there is doubt, let me sow faith. Lord, grant me the strength not to be understood, but to understand, to love rather than to be loved. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born onto eternal faith. Amen. I think that's it. I might have missed some stuff in there, but maybe a line, but I still love that prayer. Oh, I'm gonna revive that prayer. And that's a really good way to connect to your heart. And St. Francis had a really good, strong connection to animals. So right now your pets might be calling for more attention. There might be more connection to animals in your life or in your life. They will bring in the light. And just when you go outside, notice the animals around you there, and then look them up later. Those are sacred symbols. That's spirit talking to you. Spirit talks through the animals. So doves might be significant. A lamb might be significant. There's a bluebird. Oh my gosh, I've never noticed that. And I've had these cards forever. There's a blue jay on his shoulder. And I have blue jays outside my house right now. So blue jay might be a message for you. Sitting in front of lapis lazuli, blue stones, communication, throat chakra. This is also carnelian, and this is fire agate, I want to say. So passions and career might be ignited right now. You might have a lot of sexual energy coming through your career as you manifest some stability and some healing down into your root chakra with authentic expression. That's been coming up a lot in the readings. And your guides, your angels, and your star families are helping you right now. There is so many frequencies and light codes. Like, these rays are light codes, right? They're just different layers, and they have different color vibrations on them. But you're being flooded with light codes. We are all being flooded with light codes because there's an evolution going on, but you have in particularly been asking specifically for help. You've held a specific vision. You've been really connected to the angels. You have been really connected to going inside of yourself and entrenching all of the shadow energy out of you so that you could become the highest, freest, most beautiful version of yourself. And it's really showing. You're helping a lot of people just with the frequency that you are, and keep loving that. I feel like the collective I'm talking to, you know you're in this frequency, you give out this love, but you're feeling really alone. Even if you're in relationship, the relationships aren't, everything around you isn't fully mirroring back the love frequency you actually give. So you can't look to your environment for feedback. I would seek it in your heart from the spiritual realms. Ask Creator for your divine identity. Ask Creator to define who you are. There's a lot of upheaval going on right now. That's why we're getting so much help, and we're getting our answered prayers right away. Get in starlight, get in moonlight, soak it in, sunlight obviously as well, being out in nature. But look at this. Look how she's coming into the light, and all of this new is manifesting from her from a desert, barren landscape and from shadow aspects of a self that is being left behind. So you might really want to go back, this collective, and look at the last reading because we talked about the rebirth. Okay, but this was after a period of desolate isolation and pain and suffering. I just feel so much. I almost cried there. Coming out of you from what you've been through, but you're now intellectualizing that into wisdom that will help others. And there's ideas pouring through you that will help other people experience this freedom and this reattunement as well. And so you will feel better when you serve this gift to the world, and you might be holding yourself back for it because you might be playing too small. You might not remember who you are. And so that's your next step in devotion. You're devoted to Creator, you're devoted to the universe, you know you come from a loving universe, you've stayed in integrity, you've come into the light, and you've tried to stay there as much as possible, even though many forces have tried to pull you off, and you are experiencing a paradigm shift. You have jumped many timelines right now, and you're just trying to stabilize yourself on them. Okay, so purples, burgundy might be significant here. Just higher guidance, higher power. Not being afraid of it. Not being afraid of the next steps. New doors are opening for you. Abundance is coming in. Lightworker, what is your soul calling? Your soul calling is to access your ancient wisdom that you have honed for many lives and serve it to the world in a way that helps them solve big problems. That's why you're feeling stuck and a little irritated right now, because you're not meant to go on a path that's already been put in place for you. You're supposed to make your own path. The way that you see the world, the way that you serve things, the way that you say them, the way that you do them, people need that. The connections that you have to other realms, you help other people connect. You help restore their memory. Earth is an evolution. Earth is in healing. You are an earth angel that came to help that evolution and that healing. To restore the innocence of people's inner child. My cat came over to have a little cuddle. So independence, but then also knowing when to fill your cup and come ask for affection, come ask for love, being able to receive love. Sometimes in all that we've gone through, sometimes we get hyper independent and it's really hard for us to receive. So this is the next layers opening up for you if you haven't already been in this beautiful, emotional, moving frequency of love and gratitude and like almost just crying every day, like, this is my life, I cannot believe it, how much beauty I have in it, after all the darkness that you just walked. Just so grateful, so happy. Inner child healing is needed here to bring some of your youngest inner child aspects to the light for healing. Some dark shadow aspects that you may actually need some support to go into, but these are the last threads. And once you integrate those, you will have an unstoppable confidence. Yeah, your soul is calling for childlike joy, for play. Your soul is calling for community and love that you distantly remember. But as our memories come online, as more and more of us connect to the Akashic, it connects everyone to the Akashic, and you're starting to remember, hey, we do it differently on other realms, other planets. We do it better. And man, I miss that love. Let's either bring it here, or you're calling for it from the stars. Family of light. Your star family is coming through and helping you. Fourth ray of harmony. So how many rays do we have in here? We have 3, 5, 4, and 6. Wow. So what colors are these? So this is like an indigo bluey purple. It's like the third eye. This is a pinky purple, green, blue, bright or like dark spiritual purple, like Ganesh reminds me of that. And so as you allow your creative ideas to flow through you, as you allow yourself to play with it, as you allow yourself to be free, that free child creating, leaning into your devotion, which will inspire you, receiving the gifts, the blessings, trusting your paradigm shift, trusting yourself, trusting your path, trusting your guidance, trusting you're guided and protected. You're going to experience a physical healing right now. And you're going to come into alignment with the fourth ray of harmony. That's what's harmonizing you. You've been disciplined. You've been devoted. You've changed your mindset. You've changed out how you think of yourself, how you speak about yourself, how you speak about your life, how you speak about what you're creating. And you brought through so much creativity, just even how you meet your everyday today. But now you got to bring in the play. That's how your inner child's also going to heal. Go back to those spaces in your youth where you didn't get to play, where you were young but had to be an adult, or you might have to have dealt with challenges or traumas, and love those parts back to wholeness. Restore your capacity to play, your innocence, and ask your guides for help if you don't know how. But your heart knows a way. Animals will also help you. You're an earth angel who is born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals, so you have a strong connection to nature. And also this might be where you're out of harmony as well, is maybe you're not helping nature as much as you could be. There's a lot of new things coming in that are pretending to be climate helpful, and they're not. But you know in your heart, what truly does nature need? You know, maybe when you're out walking, you're picking up litter. Maybe when you're out walking, you're healing the earth, connecting into the ley lines, and then connecting in through your soul star chakra above your head and bringing that divine energy down into the earth to heal it. That's also earth healing. There's lineages of star seeds out here that have those capacities, and maybe you haven't discovered that yet. If you're already doing it, deepen it. Bring in more energy. Ask how you can connect even deeper. Your guides are ready to show you. Your spiritual teacher, so bring that spiritual wisdom into how you meet the earth, how you connect to the earth. Are you saving things at home? Are you over consuming? Is there ways that you can conserve or help ease the burden of earth and how you live without totally taking away your pleasure? We're meant to enjoy things as well. Everything in moderation. Art. What is your art? You're bringing that creativity of the physical. That's what your soul is calling you to do. Writing. So some of you, I see your channel comes through writing. But maybe that's how you're going to help the world, with your unique perspectives, with your spiritual wisdom. What can you heal right now? What problem can you solve for the collective? And how can you do it in your own authentic way? How can you beautify it? How can you infuse it with the sacred and with divinity, with play and innocence and beauty, with love? And then asking your heart and creator how it can help the most people. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what ascended masters are helping you now. So detach from drama, Athena. So Athena, more wisdom coming through. So there was some overthinking coming up in this card over here. And that fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. So maybe you're overthinking these designs. Maybe you just need to write. Maybe you just need to paint. Maybe you just need to draw. If that's on the computer, okay? It'll be whatever your art is, whatever channel it comes through, just allow that to be. Trust that. Trust that you have codes inside of you that are showing you exactly where you need to go. Again, keeping in mind of being in symbiotic harmony with the earth, helping the earth, but without stressing yourself out. What am I saying here? Okay, so let's say that you draw on the computer and then you're like, oh my gosh, but the computers, they use power, and then they're doing this to the earth and they're doing this. Like, don't overthink it like that, okay? That stuff is available to us right now for a reason. So do your best to clean up wherever you can in how you treat the earth in your overconsumption, but detach from the drama of it. Don't let your judgments hold you back from what you need to be doing. There's some programming and some judgments that are holding you back about how you should be and how you should be meeting the earth. Like, you do the best that you can at this point. And Athena will come through with wisdom and she will help you. Don't worry about what others think of your art or your project. Just get it out there. See how it goes. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. And don't show it to people until it's ready. It will also help. All right. There's a massive, massive collective healing of the divine masculine right now. Just rippling through. So you're going to see a lot of toxic masculinity rising to the surface. It's going to be really prevalent. You might see it in family members, friends. Hold space, pray. There's a lot of the overculture really does pander to the wounded masculine and trying to weaken him. And all of that's being brought to the surface and to the light right now. So we gotta hold the line. And it's healing your own inner masculine. You're gonna see things working out for you. You're gonna see your empire protected. You're gonna see your empire built. No matter if you resonate as a divine feminine or divine masculine, you're gonna see that coming through you. It's gonna call you to be the highest version of a man that you can be if you are living and identify as a divine masculine. Welcome here. Mostly I have women, but again, this is a really fertile time. Oh, but Pan is multi-talented, and this is the other thing. The soul, the child, remember, loves to just try also new things and then play in those things to see what you're good at. And Pan was full of humor and life, but also played beautiful music and was just so creative and fun and free. And so many loved Pan. So many loved Pan. There's the darker versions of the story, of course, now attached to the Lost Boys. And there are threads of that in the Matrix, but the true essence of Pan and his legacy on this planet was beautiful connections with nature, with music frequency, and with humor and laughter, of joy of the heart, playfulness, inner child healing again. Found it. Some of you might need to go by water. If you can get by a waterfall, that's really good. White flowers will be really healing for you right now. The sword of truth has come into your life to really show you where you're holding yourself back, because Lightworkers is being called right now. We were able to hide in denser energies for a while, but no more doubting ourselves, staying focused. What is seated through you? What is calling your soul? What is the plan? Did you abandon your plan yet? Did it get challenging? Go back to it. If you did, it's okay. That's how we learn. Trust yourself. Trust your path. Trust this purpose. Trust Creator. And then you might have a special connection to Greek mythology. You might have a special connection to Egyptian, again, ancient Greece and ancient Hinduism, Vishnu, Krishna. Trust. Lean in. Seek the quiet places inside yourself so you can hear the wisdom of the guides that are all helping you and blessing you right now. Or Vishnu, Krishna especially. And then look, his counterpart came in. So this might talk about coming into counterpart relationship. That some of that masculine healing might have been from separation and union in a twin flame relationship, because they are the original twin flames. Maybe that's the drama you need to detach from. It's a highly fertile time. You can create what you think about, what you envision. You just got to stay focused. And what are you visualizing for yourself in your life? Vishnu will help clean out your eye. Lakshmi will help you clean out your worth. Make sure that you're worthy of everything. I believe it was day 4. Day 5 we did a reading with Lakshmi. So the flow plus prosperity is coming in. Whatever you're doing here, you have unlocked authentic expression. Look at the parrot wings on her and this angel. And that's unlocked your flow of prosperity. You've already seen it happening. Your empire expanding, more money anchoring in your experience, more resources, more opportunity, more support. All of that is masculine energy in action and motion. But especially balanced with the feminine, allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to be, exist, and emanate your beauty, your frequency, all that you are, without having to over-explain it or justify it, and then allowing grace, abundance, and prosperity to come to you. Putting your ideas out there, putting your uniqueness out there, and then allowing that grace and prosperity to come to you. Anchored and rooted in love, anchored and rooted in helping the most people, trusting that vision, trusting that connection, pulling it through what you need. All right, is there anything else these light workers need to know about their path and their soul calling? Reader, is there any other messages for the light workers today? And how best to align with the 4th ray of harmony. Five of Wands, 4 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. Release competition. And I am seeing in here imposter syndrome. You feel like you're just the same as everyone else, but your glow, your light, it connects you to the certain frequencies of the people that you're meant to connect to. We're not for everybody. Not everybody likes all the same things. That's for a reason, but you do have a core group that you are for, and they are needing you and calling you. Do not compare yourselves to others. It breeds doubt. It's blocking your blessings. Trust yourself. Trust your path. Trust that we are in a time where everything is available, but the way things are said brings it above the noise, anchors it in, heals people. There are some things you must lay to rest as well. Habits, perhaps, relationships that are draining you or that are secretly in competition with you. Check in with your energy field before you go and meet anybody. And then check in again after or during. See how you feel around them. This might be the sword of truth Athena was holding. The Four of Wands is coming together, opportunity, like-minded people, calling in your soul tribe, friends, seeing best friends in this card. The connection of sisters, blossoming into beautiful fields of abundance. Look how wide those fields go. Look how many people that would feed or nourish or support. So your creations, linked up with other like-minded souls even. You are calling to create with others that are like you. Trust the opportunities and the people that come in and around you. Work with them in harmony. Some of you are super ancient. You've been through a lot, like we said. And they're coming out of a lot. And some of that, you're going to have to rebuild your trust for others. Your trust that there are like-minded people out there. That there are starseeds awakened. That there are other beings like you, and you can trust their work. And you can work with them in harmony. The grieving period is over. This also gives me hermit vibes, like you're just in such a deep journeying with yourself, with your emotions, with your own grief. But you surrender it to nature, to the divine, and you're coming into a new path. You're closing the doors of grief by following your heart, by letting things go, by accepting what is, and then refocus back into the vision you're creating. All right. Creator, let's get a moon message and connection for the collective. What will best serve them on this journey? Unleash your kindest self. What is kindness? Kindness is not being a martyr and allowing other people to walk all over you. But living in the truth as well. Do you need to say the truth of everything you think and feel? Sometimes that truth can be unkind. Sometimes you can hurt people with the truth. So how can you bring in the most highest frequency of unconditional love into your experience, into your communication, in a way that you're still truthful and authentic? But it's just in that right spot where you're not harming people with the truth. We're fostering gratitude. And your inner self. How kind are you to yourself? That's usually where we need the most work. You kind to yourself? How can you become even kinder to everything around you? But kindness also means saying no sometimes. Kindness also means saying I love you, but if you're not choosing to heal, I have to remove myself. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. We'll leave it there. Tune into your heart, tune into your soul. Watch for those animal signs around you. Watch for those opportunities opening up, and keep trusting. Even when the path gets hard, you feel all alone, tune back into your heart and feel your guides. Go get out in nature and feel the earth, feel your connections. Bring out, through your spiritual gifts, bring out your path, bring out your wisdom. I love you. I pray for you to live in the highest abundance of wealth, joy, peace, love, prosperity, gratitude. I hope that you are able to build and foster your dream life. Together we usher in this new consciousness, this 5D way of living as the 3D is deprogrammed around us. Stay strong, hold the line, stay in faith. Lean into the support you have. Release anything that is not working for you or toxifying you, or that is blocking you from love or having a relationship with nature as well as your own true nature. We ask for Creator to help us in this journey and to download us with that as we know what it feels like to live in the way that best serves the highest consciousness of all life, including our own, in full faith. Amen. So it's a collective reading, so make sure you take what resonates with you and what sticks and leave out what does not. If you want to book a healing session with me, a soul attunement session, any balancing that will help to remove blocks of love, blocks to abundance, blocks to your spiritual sight, and just any bumps, roads, reoccurring problems, patterns, or delays, you can book a session with me below, and I'll see you on the next one.